Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna review the Chat Money system by Marcel Fernandes. My team spent hours researching this program. We're gonna talk about what the general sentiment is on the internet for this program from various platforms like Reddit, YouTube. I'm also gonna share my experience with what Marcel is teaching, which is basically cold DM outreach on Instagram, trying to close business owners on some marketing package, and then you're basically outsourcing that work to freelancers, basically being the middleman. I'm going to talk about why that has huge issues long term, why cold DM outreach and this system of chat money system is getting harder and harder these days. The three main challenges that face this business model today, which is little control, requires a lot of trust, and Instagram may limit your new accounts. I'm somebody that's been making money online for the last 11 years, and I don't do cold outreaches. I think those don't really work long term. I rank websites in Google. So for example, if you search wood flooring Pasadena, California, this is my website that's ranking at the very top of Google. I have 150 of these sites that are generating calls each and every day for local businesses, and I get paid every single time my sites generate a lead. It's much more sustainable long term, and I'm going to talk about that towards the end of this video. So what do you learn in the chat money system? You pick a niche and optimize your Instagram profile, build a target list and send cold DMs using copy-paste scripts, follow up, handle objections, and try to close these people on some sort of a marketing package. And then you're going to outsource the fulfillment to freelancers. He teaches how to use cold email and simple post-sale client management. He has modules. But is it actually legit? See, the biggest issue with this model is that, first of all, Instagram doesn't like spammers, so it's going to limit new accounts. You maybe only be able to send 10 to 50 DMs per day. And if Instagram begins seeing that a lot of your DMs are just marketing DMs, it's beginning to throttle your account now. So now you're faced with a conundrum of having to create a bunch of different Instagram accounts, which is also a challenge. And also, what business owner is going to randomly pay somebody that just DM'd them out of nowhere? So it's very challenging to earn that trust. And then at the end of the day, you have little control over the fulfillment of the actual service because Marcel is just simply teaching you to outsource it to some freelancers for cheap. The problem is with these freelancers, it's really difficult to vet out the ones that actually does good quality work. And if they don't do good work, you have an unhappy client on your hands. You don't feel good about what you're doing. They're getting upset. They're going to cancel your monthly payments. And you're back to square one, having to cold email more and more people while your Instagram accounts are getting throttled. And it's going to get harder and harder to find that new client. So you're spinning your wheels, getting new clients, not fulfilling the actual work. Clients getting upset, them stop paying you. And it's really difficult to build a sustainable long-term business like that if you don't control the fulfillment of the work and you don't actually deliver results for people. In my opinion, doing a completely middleman by just outsourcing the work to freelancers is a really lazy way of starting an online business. You're simply just a salesperson that's just cold calling people essentially on Instagram. Why not actually learn a valuable skill like ranking a website in Google like I have done, where you actually feel good about what you're doing? Because when you can rank websites, you can actually deliver results for business owners. You can actually get them more and more customers each and every month. Let's see what other people have said about this program. One sentiment on YouTube said that the chat money system is not a source of easy passive income. It is a digital labor job that demands relentless daily cold outreach. Another person said most people who try this will not make significant money. That's just because it's really hard to get quality clients with cold outreach, and if you are not delivering results long term, they're not going to keep paying you month after month. Another person on Reddit said the chat money system is just drop servicing repackaged with a flashy name to sell courses. Again, I don't believe this is a real business model. A real business model is actually getting skills that allows you to solve people's problems. You're not solving anybody's problem, just simply selling them something, and you're just outsourcing the solution to somebody else, which you have no control over. You're not solving anybody's problem. You might actually cause somebody, a business owner, to lose money on that investment. And there's a real lack of care for the actual results that you're providing, which I am not a huge fan of. The course is $97 and then $28 per month. So it's a fairly inexpensive program, but you're not actually being taught real skills, in my opinion. You're just being taught how to just cold DM outreach people on Instagram. Whereas when my sites generate leads for business owners, these are the commissions that I'm generating for actual real jobs that my leads have generated for my client. So this was a $23,000 metal gates job, and I got paid $1,000 in commission for it. This was a $31,000 custom cabinets job that my site generated, and I got paid $1,600 in commission. So if you want to learn a real business model, which what I do is called rank and rent, ranking websites and generating and renting out the leads to local businesses, they're actually getting customers. You're actually increasing the revenue for companies, and they're paying you a percentage of the additional revenue you bring to the table each and every month. You're actually solving real problems for people. Then check out the link in my description. I just launched a brand new rank and rank coaching program this year. I'm going to be teaching you real skills to actually rank websites in Google that actually solves problems for business owners.